Okay, so welcome once again to another featured client spotlight. Today, I have the honor and the privilege of having with me Juli Pasta, Juli Corcoran. She's one of my what I call poster children. No pressure.
Mhm.
So she has taken some time to, as I always say, help me help others get healthier. How are you, Julie?
I'm very good. Thank you, Alejandro. And thank you for inviting me for this little chat. So you wanted to start with who am I?
Yeah,
So
tell us who you are.
okay. So again, Julie. Julianne, when my mother's mad at me, most people just call me Julie. And we have a family business. So I work with my husband and my two adult children, and I do the admin and the sounding board. And we started our business. It's basically in construction. We started in 1984. And we've grown and we're busy. And during this pandemic, I might say we were surviving and still smiling at each other. Not only do we pretty well live together, we work together, we breathe together. So
Beautiful.
that's what I do. So yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna have to coach me on that one because what you just said is very appealing and it's worth serious coaching for most people that have been, like confined with their significant other for so long. So that is pretty awesome. Okay, so the next thing I would like to know is how did we meet? Refresh my
Okay.
memory.
Okay, so we met, I'd say about 2 years ago. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
So back 2 years ago in January, all of a sudden woke up way too heavy. Yes, yes, yes. Years of overindulging and obviously not working out as much as I should, maybe overindulging more than the working out and going out for dinners. We always joined the Y, but obviously I wasn't doing enough work to combat the indulgences that we were having. My husband and I were best friends and we like to go out and maybe my cooking's not as good as my husband says it is. And that's why we always went out. But anyway,
Okay.
so I woke up one day, January, 65 pounds heavier than what I am now. And I had a very sore left knee. Just going down the stairs was painful. And I knew I had two weddings approaching in the summertime. So being a woman, a bit vain, knowing that pictures were being taken, I thought, okay, what am I going to do? So as I mentioned, we had a family business, and downstairs I had now had this empty room because we had gotten bigger and moved on. And so we decided to get some workout equipment. Easier to work out, I thought, at home than driving to the Y in the cold, in the dark, in the morning. So when we were getting that equipment, we purchased equipment. And when we were there, I said, okay, I'm interested in a trainer. Are there any trainers that come to the house instead of me going out there? And so they recommended Alejandro. So called you up and you came over and we had a little chat and you met Neil and you met Danielle and you hadn't met Brandon then. And we kind of powwowed. And I mean, that's one of the successes of my losing the 65 pounds is family. The family's back to me in every way there is. We have a little competition. We have to do 150 minutes of cardio each week, and that's all four of us. And if
Including
we
Brandon?
don't do, even Brandon now,
Oh, nice. Very
if
good.
don't do the cardio, we have this kind of ritual thing at lunch at work where we have our lunch and then we have our espressos and our little biscotti. Now they're not the big biscottis dumped in chocolate or anything, just their
Okay.
biscotti.
Oh
And it,
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
and it's kind of, we really enjoy that time. That's like we talk about other than work. And so if we don't do that 150 minutes, you do not get a biscotti for the whole Monday to Friday. So needless
Hmm.
to say, we're on track. So
Very
that's
nice.
going well.
Very nice.
Little things, yeah. So that's how I met you. And we started to work out maybe 3 times a week. And then once I got down to the certain weight, then I moved it down to 2 times a week.
Wonderful. So since you actually answered the second and third question at the same time, I would like to point out some things that you are doing remarkably well. And this is just sharing a little bit of my experience as well. So having the family support is absolutely paramount. So the things that you have implemented yourself, and most of them are without any type of assistance from from me, or not even the ideas have come from me. So it's all your own initiative, which is part of like the remarkable sense in all this, is having those like little rewards on weekly basis or daily basis, so that people stay engaged. That's very, very nice. Once again, I've had the privilege to not only meet you, but meet Neil and Danielle in person, and Brendan, well, not in person, but over, Zoom or whatnot. And, that's part of what I share with people. Like, some of my clients have been very, very, very generous to say, well, this is what Alejandro is. Like, you know what? I didn't accomplish anything. All I am is a facilitator. But when you have that support system at home, that is priceless. And that's part of the reason why we're doing this, by the way. So this is for you too, and this is something that I have extended to and warn other clients, like the rest of my clients, like, okay, I want to make sure that you hear me talk about my poster children and things like that. But how do you know they're real? Right? Yeah. How do you know I'm not making it up? Like these days you can make up anything, right? So you actually sharing all your unique initiatives that have made you come this far. Okay. By the way, in case you missed it, she did say that she was 65 pounds heavier. So she is now 65 pounds lighter. All right. So I don't know if people missed it, but you said it very clearly in the beginning. So that's why I consider Julie one of my poster children. Once again, all the work has been done by herself. I was talking to one of my other poster children yesterday, saying that you actually do like 5 days a week. You do your own workouts, like the two with me, and then you do your warm up on your own. Then you do your other workouts with Danielle and Neil. You do your active recovery on weekends, so you go for walks or you go for bike rides whenever the time is appropriate. Now, the neat thing, let's talk about the fun thing. So Julie has some rituals, the same way that she has rituals about working out and healthy lifestyle. She has other personal rituals like the date night and things like that. Can you tell us a little bit about, am I being intrusive?
No. So Neil and I, Saturday is our date night. So we used to have a few more date nights before, when I was 65 pounds heavier, but we decided, with some help from Alejandro, like, okay, guys, this is how it's going to work, and cut down on your indulgences. So Saturday is our date night. So whether it's at home or if we go out, we make a special dinner, and our special dinner is usually Italian pasta, because we love it. Yep. And we'll have a glass of wine or two with it. And that is our Saturday night. And I was telling Alejandro the other day, as I said, it's kind of a full circle, because I'm starting to look good in my clothes. I feel good in my clothes. And I dress up for our date night. And it's a full circle, because I work out all week, so I can go out for dinner and feel good. And to think that if I don't do what I'm doing and I regress, I'll be very unhappy, because I feel so good right now. We have our date night. We're happy. I have my fill of my pasta and my wine, or even a dessert. Usually I'm full by that time, but anyways. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so all week I kind of look forward to that. That is what we do on a Saturday. That was kind of part of our lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So as in another example I mentioned to you the other day was we were kind of, if it's wintertime, kind of looking, what will we do? Will we downsize? What kind of house will we get? And I was saying to Neil, I said, we'd have to have a 3-bedroom house. And Neil said, why 3 bedrooms? I said, because I need a room to work out in. I have gotten to the point where working out is part of my lifestyle. So I need a workout room. I need a guest room, or a timeout room for him. And
okay.
So within these 2 years, it is a lifestyle, and I'm enjoying it. It's great, loving it.
Very nice, very nice. That makes me very happy. That always makes my day. And I say this very proactively to all my clients, and I send messages like here and there to my clients. Well, you know this, like saying, well, you know, good workout, whatever it is. So that always makes my day. I mean, that's part of the reason why I do this. It's just to see people like you, and be part of your journey, your unique journey, and you know, just to be able to witness those kinds of things. Now, I have a question in regards to you said lifestyle and about the ritual. Would you say having your date night is part of your healthy lifestyle?
Yes, because you can't be, and not that I feel deprived all week at all, but you have to have something to look forward to. And again, whether it's at home or you go out, you make an effort for an evening, you feel good about yourself.
Yeah,
And it's important. It's important to myself. It's important to our relationship. Um, so yeah, it is very much part of me. Yeah.
absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I mean, people tend to think that for you to be healthy, it's all about, you know, limitations and restrictions, and you only become healthier because you're depriving yourself of you know, material things more often than not. But I do agree with you. I think it's very, very important that you actually look up to something every week so that you can, like, what I would call deload. You can just relax, and you know, and you have worked hard for the whole week. This is the one time that will kind of stress out and all that thing. So I do agree 100%. Okay, so what has been your experience like? Okay, I did, before people actually we get into this, I was very, very precise in saying if it's you know, pink and rosy, great. If it's not so good, that's also fine. But I like to know what has the whole experience been like between the beginning and now.
The experience has been great. I really have nothing negative to say because I've progressed so well. And the odd blip that I would have, you'd say, okay, hold on, don't sweat it. Maybe it's because this happened, or maybe you had a salty meal, or maybe the stress, or whatever. And you've been very good about don't harp on things because it's only going to be a negative reaction than a positive reaction. You also mentioned things like just appreciate the little things, like that I mentioned quite often. 6 months ago, I couldn't do these surrenders, but I can do them pretty good right now. So I'm appreciating those little things that I can do and taking the time to appreciate it. And as I'm nearing that 60 age market, you want to feel good, and I am feeling good. And with my bad knee, you've picked exercises that I can work around and change if need be. And I mean, that was another reason too. So back to starting getting fit was not only my knee hurt and I was 65 pounds heavier, the thought of going and having an operation and going under the knife 65 pounds heavier than I am now scared me.
For
And
sure.
so it was like the stars aligned, get yourself together, and
Good.
it's worked out well. I mean, the odd day when I'm trying to bend over or pick something up or sit down, I think of you after doing some squats or
Is that my
that.
ear buzzing every now and then? Is that what it is?
But all in all, it's been very good. I've had no injuries. You've always, either slow down or, it's been a great experience, Alejandro. And as your other poster children know, or people that work with you obviously know that as well. So
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Now, this is the toughest as we're approaching, like the end, and I want you to be as one freestyle as possible. So, what's your next goal? You're
you know
approaching.
that,
Yeah, sorry,
yeah.
you say you're approaching 60. You are in such great. I mean, people, like, I don't know if they believe me now that they will meet you, like, somehow. They know, like, I tell them you're a hard worker, that you can outperform most guys have your age. when you work out. So, but tell me what's next.
Oh, you know what? I'm very happy with my weight right now. But as you say, you always should have a goal, and I totally agree with that. I think my next thing is I might be doing some fine tuning. Like I might want to do a little bit more definition in my arms or things like that. I have one wedding hopefully coming up this summer, and haven't bought the dress yet. So maybe working towards that kind of thing. The goal is always that my knee doesn't hurt. So I'm always interested in exercises that will help my knee, because actually the last thing I want to do is have surgery on my knee. So goals like that, just getting fit, just keeping fit. I can't say I've come so far, like really, like I've come so far from that 215 pounds that I was to 150 pounds now. I mean, if I lose a little bit more, that's great, but things are fitting. I feel good. I'm just going to keep on. I don't have any real exact point I'm working for, except just keeping it up. Yeah.
Well, food for thought. One bonus question, and we're gonna end with this one. What has been the single biggest mindset change that you have experienced in the last 2 years?
Nothing's impossible. If you told me 2 years ago, okay, Julie, we're going to do a circuit and we're going to do it for a minute and we're going to do just 10 seconds or 15 seconds in between. And we're going to start with surrenders and then Russian, blah, 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 blah. I'd say you're off your rocker. That's not good. So there again, that's been a milestone. And I have just one little thing I think it's funny is the other day I said to the family, I said, okay, for dessert, who wants berries? And it was, I don't know if it was Neil or Danielle said, right. Alejandro said berries are our best friends.
That's so good. It's like, Mom, are you serious? Or Julie, are you serious? We're going to have berries for dessert. Okay, great. Okay. Okay, then that may be my ear buzzing once again. Okay, Julie, I really, really appreciate you taking the time. I know that you're busy, that, for, circumstances like today, and especially you're pretty busy. So I really appreciate everything that you've done. I am, once again, I sell you very high. I tell people how hard you've worked. And of course, it's all your credit. Once again, I don't say this lightly. It's a privilege and an honor to be able to work with people like you and to see them like change, their lives. And like by now, I tell some people that you're a biohacker. So there's no dieting, there's no restrictions, no limitations, no deprivations of any kind. All right. So you've come to a point where you've learned so much about your body, your metabolism, and all those things that you are in control. Would you say that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But I'm in control with help, I must say, family and support, it really does help you, the other day I said, oh, I feel like going out for dinner. I've had such a crappy day. I don't feel like cooking. And Neil will say, but it's not Saturday. Yeah, you're right. It's not Saturday.
There you go. There you go. Well, thank them on my behalf, because that has been part of the success. And once again, thank you very much for taking the time. Have a lovely weekend. And well, I'll see you on Monday.
See you on Monday.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.